city bus sloshes through the gutter outside. I saw your silhouette beneath the street lamplight. You knocked upon my screen door just as 9 o'clock struck. I opened up and smiled to see your dripping hat. The kettle starts to whistle on the kitchen stove. You take the armchair right beside the radio dial. The downpour turns the gravel into a steady silver stream, while stories from our younger days awaken from a dream. You rest your weary shoulders as the shadows fill the hall, and every simple secret seems much easier to call. We watch the foggy window pane until the midnight hour, and find a quiet comfort in this gentle summer shower. You tell me how your knee aches when the air gets damp. We laugh about that old car that we used to drive. Your daughter sent a postcard from a distant town. The ticking clock reminds us how the seasons fly. The kettle starts to whistle on the kitchen stove. You take the armchair right beside the radio dial. The downpour turns the gravel into a steady silver stream, while stories from our younger days awaken from a dream. You rest your weary shoulders as the shadows fill the hall, and every simple secret seems much easier to call. We watch the foggy window pane until the midnight hour, and find a quiet comfort in this gentle summer shower. The storm can rattle every shingle on the roof. We have a pot of peppermint to keep us warm. There is no need to check the dark and windy roads. We survive much harder days than any simple storm. The rain is turning to a soft and quiet drizzle now. Your coat is almost dry, hanging beside the wall. Take my big umbrella when you walk back down the lane. I will leave the porch light on until you reach your door. Two matches sit inside a faded sleeve beside my coffee cup that's getting cold. Outside the window, April rain starts heavy and brings back all the stories never told. I count the little droplets on the glass and watch the yellow streetlights softly gleam. The radio plays a quiet waltz from yesterday, and and every drop of rain calls out your name. A gentle storm sweeps down the empty lane. The tires splash along the slick terrain. I trace the red ink where you wrote your note, wrapped tightly in my heavy winter coat. The clock ticks slow as midnight turns around, and falling water makes a tranquil sound. I strike the third one just to watch it glow. The tiny flame reflects in dark windshields. The damp air smells of pine and silver fog, a quiet grace that nighttime gently yields. I pull my worn blue sweater near my chest and let the peaceful darkness take its rest. The radio plays a quiet waltz from yesterday, and every drop of rain calls out your name. A gentle storm sweeps down the empty lane. The tires splash along the slick terrain. I trace the red ink where you wrote your note, wrapped tightly in my heavy winter coat. The clock ticks slow as midnight turns around, and falling water makes a tranquil sound. Old photos in the drawer don't hurt as much tonight. The rainfall washed the sharpest edges clean. I find a comfort inside this lonely room, a quiet space where memory can lean. A gentle storm sweeps down the empty lane. The tires splash along the slick terrain. I trace the red ink where you wrote your note, wrapped tightly in my heavy winter coat. The clock ticks slow as midnight turns around, and falling water makes a tranquil sound. The rain slackens down to a steady drip. I close the small matchbook and turn off the light. The kitchen is peaceful, the kettle is still. I bid the soft dark a grateful good night. Wet pine scent floats up the porch steps tonight, mixing with brewed black tea and damp cedar wood. Arthur watches raindrops turn golden in the yellow lamplight, sitting right where his father once stood. The downpour rattles the tin roof up high, while a gentle breeze rustles the lawn. He turns off the radio, playing an old jazz tune, and listens to water run deep in the lane. The quiet dark hour comes sweeping in soon, softening every small sting of his pain. When storm clouds roll heavy over Miller's Bend, a silver stream trickles down the alleyway track. He greets the cool shower like a quiet old friend, knowing the bright summer days won't come back. He pulls up his blanket and closes his eyes, safe in the dark under thunderous skies. Inside the hallway, a grandmother clock strikes 8, chiming its notes through the dark wooden floor. Arthur rests his hands on the weathered front gate, and slowly walks back to his open oak door. A framed glossy photo rests near the lamp base, smiling right back from a different decade. He turns off the radio, playing an old jazz tune, and listens to water run deep in the lane. The quiet dark hour comes sweeping in soon, softening every small sting of his pain. When storm clouds roll heavy over Miller's Bend, a silver stream trickles down the alleyway track. He greets the cool shower like a quiet old friend, knowing the bright summer days won't come back. He pulls up his blanket and closes his eyes, safe in the dark under thunderous skies. The gutter overflows past the driveway stone, washing clean dirt from the pathway below. Though Arthur is staying inside all alone, he feels quite at peace in the late autumn glow. The rain tap dances upon the window glass. Arthur falls asleep to the sound of the storm. Another quiet evening in the village will pass, inside the little house, safe and warm. Sudden memory cuts the quiet room before the grandfather clock can chime again. Outside the window frame, the dark blue gloom is silvered by the steady falling rain. The yellow lamplight spills across the floor and paints a picture of a warmer year. The tires splash along the empty street, where neon signs reflect in pools of glass. steam radiators softly heat the little corner where the hours pass. The windshield wipers hum the gentle rhythm in the dark, while water streams in rivers down the cobblestone and park. A lonely taxi stops beside the corner diner door, where steam and coffee vapor warm the polished wooden floor. And through the haze of midnight rain, the city falls asleep. A forgotten postcard sits beside the phone, with handwriting that time has turned to gray. The house is peaceful as I sit alone and watch the heavy storm cloud roll away. The gentle patter on the tin rooftop brings back the kitchen where we used to stay. The windshield wipers hum a gentle rhythm in the dark, while water streams in rivers down the cobblestone and park. A lonely taxi stops beside the corner diner door, where steam and coffee vapor warm the polished wooden floor. And through the haze of midnight rain, the city falls asleep. The storm will fade before the break of dawn and wash the dust from every maple tree. Although those younger summer days are gone, the rainy night still holds your memory. The windshield wipers hum a gentle rhythm in the dark, while water streams in rivers down the cobblestone and park. A lonely taxi stops beside the corner diner door, where steam and coffee vapor warm the polished wooden floor. And through the haze of midnight rain, the city falls asleep. The rain cools down to just a quiet drip. I pour tea and let the evening end. I trace the ceramic rim with gentle fingertip and greet the midnight like an old classic friend. Where does the water go after it hits the glass? I watch a single drop race down and lose its place. The kettle starts to hum a song from 54, or was it 62, and dancing filled the floor. My slippers feel too quiet on the hallway wood. I wonder if we ever said the things we should. The radio is static, playing late night jazz, and rain keeps dropping heavy on the garden brass. A postcard sitting underneath a vintage rotary phone. steady pattern softly washing out the street. I turn the brass knob slowly till the kitchen fills with light, and rest my tired shadow in a deep armchair seat. Why did the blue sweater stretch around the sleeves? I trace the frayed wool edge and think of autumn leaves. The porch light flickers once against the dark oak trees. Did someone leave the window open to the breeze? The radiator clicks like someone tapping slow. I count the tiny raindrops in a crooked row. The radio turns fuzzy with a slow refrain, while shadows stretch along the window frame. A postcard sitting underneath the vintage rotary phone unfolds a quiet story from the town we used to know. The roof above is heavy with the drumming dark tonight. A gentle, steady pattern softly washing out the street. I turn the brass knob slowly till the kitchen fills with light, and rest my tired shadow in a deep armchair seat. Thoughts roll around like marbles in an iron tin. I try to guess which hour the daylight will begin. No answer comes from darkness or the weeping sky, just water on the shingles as the hours pass by. The kettle cools down slowly on the stovetop burner ring. The thunderstorm is settling to a softer, kinder thing. I close my weary eyes and hear the rooftop play, and let the midnight currents wash the thoughts away. Heavy leather chair sinks down 2 inches tonight, as rain beats steady on the porch glass frame. I pull a yellow pad beneath the lamplight and trace the letters of a younger name. You were 21 and scared to make a slip, holding tight to every single copper cent. The thunderstorm outside is loud and cold, but sitting here I know how things turned out. I wish I had a way to reach the past, to strip away your foolish little doubt. Dear boy who stayed awake until the dawn broke clear, the hard times soften when the years roll by. You bought that house and learned to conquer fear, so let the storm outside just fill the sky. You survived the broken heart in 73 and turned out fine enough right here with me. The clock upon the mantel ticks so slow, The oak frame creaks beneath my senior weight. I see you pacing in your attic room, thinking every bad mistake was fixed by fate. You thought the world would break if you fell down, but falling only taught you how to stand. The rain keeps drumming on the garden patch. The tea is warm inside this trusted mug. If I could send a letter through the glass, I'd wrap you in a quiet, steady hug. Dear boy who stayed awake until the dawn broke clear. The hard times soften when the years roll by. You bought that house and learned to conquer fear. So let the storm outside just fill the sky. You survived the broken heart in '73 and turned out fine enough right here with me. Don't work yourself into an early grave. Forgive the girl who couldn't stay the spring. The money in the bank is just a number. It never bought a single precious thing. The rain is turning to a gentle mist. I fold the paper and I close my eyes. You did just fine, my boy. You did just fine. Underneath these quiet midnight skies. Warm amber neon bleeds into the dark as rainwater pools on the corner curb. A stranger sits down in a coat of bark with a gentle voice that will not disturb. He shakes out his hat with a nod my way and asks if the storm brought me in today. He orders hot tea with a spoon of cream, then looks at the glass where reflections play. He says, every rainstorm feels like a dream that washes the dust of the work week away. Dark water floods down the asphalt lane while coffee fills a cracked porcelain cup. Two weary travelers forget their private pain before the morning light wakes the city up. We talk about trains that we missed last spring and old country songs on a jukebox dial. It is strange how a downpour can always bring two total strangers to sit for a while. He laughs at a joke that I used to know and says that the night has a kindly glow. coffee fills a cracked porcelain cup. Two weary travelers forget their private pain before the morning light wakes the city up. The thunder rolls distant across the bridge. The waitress sweeps up on the checkered floor. A small blue spark at the counter ridge is all that remains near the heavy door. He pays for his tea and he tips his hat, then steps out into the falling rain. I never did catch where he was heading at, but I felt a little less alone again. Yesterday you said the screen door rattled. Now the dark rain taps against the glass. A moth is circling the hall lamp socket. I watch the wet street reflections pass. The copper kettle hums its little song. Your half-filled crosswords lie upon the rug. A blue envelope tucked behind the mirror. The kitchen clock tick-tocking, slow and clear. The dark sky spills its heavy water down upon our street. Quiet porch lights glow in misty rows along the block. A stray dog seeks a dry spot where the pine trees meet, while old felt slippers cushion every step beside the clock. The porch light casts an amber yellow shadow. The neighbor's Buick sparkles in the lane. A stack of magazines sits by the sofa. A lone worm crawls across the window pane. Your reading glasses rest on page 19. Small wooden spoons are drying in the rack. The radiator clinks a steady rhyme. The world outside is gentle, deep and black, and peaceful moments linger out of time. The dark sky spills its heavy water down upon our street, where quiet porch lights glow in misty rows along the block. A stray dog seeks a dry spot where the pine trees meet, while old felt slippers cushion every step beside the clock. The raindrops slow their rhythm on the roof. I turn the kitchen light down to a glow. The teapot rests upon its wooden trivet. Good night to all the quiet things we know. Saturday, I run my thumb along the frayed gray hem. Outside, the autumn downpour washes street lights away, and turning 70 brings back the thoughts of them. The scratchy collar smells like cedar wood and tea. One raindrop races down the window glass. I close my eyes and let the present pass. We shared a narrow sofa while the gutter overflowed. You pulled the heavy quilt up to keep the draft away. A brass clock counted seconds on a quiet country road, and 50 years vanished in a single shade of gray. Your velvet jacket smelled of clove and damp pine bark. You laughed because the power flickered twice and died. We sat in shadow listening to thunder in the dark, safe from the roaring deluge pouring out outside. That soft weave saved us from the cold. Time moves along like water on the lawn. It takes the voices, but it leaves the field. Though every candle in that parlor is long gone, the touch of worn cloth keeps the moment real. I fold the collar down and pour a cup. The rain outside keeps drumming on the street. Quiet room can pick a memory up and make an old heart feel complete. 3:15 glows red across the dark. Outside the bedroom window, raindrops fall. The rhythmic tapping leaves a soothing mark, while shadow patterns dance along the wall. I lie awake and listen to your breathing, and wonder what the years ahead will bring. Someday the hair upon our heads will turn to gray, and all our busy days will gently slow. We will look back at how we are tonight, and love the steady path we came to know. When 40 winter seasons pass us by, we will sit close together without a care, listening to dark clouds pouring from the sky, wrapped in a quilted blanket on a rocking chair, smiling we learn to share. The storm blows steady down the quiet street. The kitchen clock ticks softly through the house. I imagine how our older eyes will meet, as gentle as the whisper of a mouse. We will keep tea bags tucked inside the drawer and watch the puddles ripple on the lawn. Someday the hair upon our heads will turn to gray, and all our busy days will gently slow. We will look back at how we are tonight and love the steady path we came to know. When 40 winter seasons pass us by, we will sit close together without a care, listening to dark clouds pouring from the sky, wrapped in a quilted blanket on a rocking chair, smiling at the simple peace we learn to share. Time moves like water running down the pane, clear and relentless, washing cares away. Yet in my heart I know the falling rain will always sound as sweet as it does today. So let the clock tick toward the break of dawn. I hold you close while dark skies softly weep. Our future days are safely coming on, and now beside you I can fall asleep. A silver spoon rests on the tablecloth, reflecting street light through the rainy pane. A tiny ring of coffee drawn in rust reminds me how the twilight turned to rain. The radio plays something soft and low, and shadows stretch across the hearth below. The storm outside is washing down the street, while warmth remains inside this quiet room. I watch the water gather at my feet and listen to the nighttime start to bloom. It took a rain to teach me how to stay, to find a comfort in the falling drops. I let the heavy worries drift away before the steady downpour ever stops. spoon and watch the amber gleam. The ticking clock keeps measure on the shelf. There is no need to chase a distant dream when sitting here at home beside myself. The rain taps rhythms on the porch outside, with nowhere left for anyone to hide. Years ago I feared the dark and cold, and hurried through the weather to get home. Now every line upon my hand is gold, and I am content to sit alone. It took a rain to teach me how to stay, to find a comfort in the falling drops. I let the heavy worries drift away before the steady downpour ever stops. The old house breathes a slow and easy sound, while peace settles gently all around. I dry the spoon and lay it in the drawer. The wind slows down across the garden wall. I lock the latch upon the heavy door, and rest as peaceful water drops fall. Hear that delivery truck down on 5th Street. Its worn brakes squeal against the falling rain. You sit there shaking off the midnight cold, just like you used to on the evening train. The tea is steeping in the yellow pot. I saved a cup for when you walked on through. It's been a long year for an honest heart, so set your heavy boots beside the grate. We've got nowhere to be till morning comes, and no one left to tell us that we're late. A silver radiator hums a melody while tires splash outside in the dark. We track the years by every quiet story told. Without a spark, you drink your Earl Grey slow and let the steam erase the troubles on your brow. And every foolish thing we chased in youth feels harmless now. Remember how the gutter used to flood outside our old apartment by the park? sit on milk crates with a deck of cards and talk until the room was completely dark. Now hair turns silver, but the voice remains the same. Old laughter settling in the room. The water streaks across the window pane, a gentle rhythm keeping time for us. There is no hurry in a quiet house, no reason left to chase the final bus. The rain is settling softly on the roof. Your teacup sits empty on the floor. Sleep easy now, my old and loyal friend. I'll bolt the latch and close the front door. The silent room held a deep repose before a forgotten thought broke through. It brought back a summer 20 years past and painted the shadows a softer blue. Outside the window, the storm begins. Raindrops streak down the dusty pane. A yellow taxi turns down the block, splashing the pavement in endless rain. The pendulum swings on the hallway clock. Heavy clouds gather in midnight sky. Headlights cut through the velvet fog as a lonely streetlight flickers by. Water pools high by the curb on Fifth, reflecting the neon signs' reddish glow. Streetcars grind slow through the heavy mist, while damp leaves drift to the stones below. Old coat hanging beside the dark hall shelters a heart from the chill and wind. A cup of black coffee sits untasted, steam rising slow in the quiet air. The radio plays a forgotten waltz, softly, softly, without a care. Tires hum low on the slick asphalt. Distant thunder rolls through the night. Every quiet corner inside this house glows in the warmth of the amber light. streetlight flickers by. Water pools high by the curb on Fifth, reflecting the neon signs, reddish glow. Streetcars grind slow through the heavy mist, while damp leaves drift to the stones below. Old coat hanging beside the dark hall shelters a heart from the chill and wind. Clouds roll away toward the eastern bay, puddles capture the dim blue light. The sound of steady raindrops falling weaves a lullaby into the night. Every drop tells a story clear of times gone by that we still hold dear. The rain slows down to a gentle mist, street lamps shimmer along the drive. The midnight quiet settles back again as the city waits for the day to arrive. I turn out the light by the reading chair and leave the night to the cooler air. A city bus sloshes through the gutter outside. I saw your silhouette beneath the street lamp light. You knocked upon my screen door just as 9 o'clock struck. I opened up and smiled to see your dripping hat. The kettle starts to whistle on the kitchen stove. You take the armchair right beside the radio dial. The downpour turns the gravel into a steady silver stream, while stories from our younger days awaken from a dream. You rest your weary shoulders as the shadows fill the hall, and every simple secret seems much easier to call. We watch the foggy window pane until the midnight hour, and find a quiet comfort in this gentle summer shower. You tell me how your knee aches when the air gets damp. We laugh about that old car that we used to drive. Your daughter sent a postcard from a distant town. The ticking clock reminds us how the seasons fly. The kettle starts to whistle on the kitchen stove. You take the armchair right beside the radio dial. The downpour turns the gravel into a steady silver stream, while stories from our younger days awaken from a dream. You rest your weary shoulders as the shadows fill the hall, and every simple secret seems much easier to call. We watch the foggy window pane until the midnight hour, and find a quiet comfort in this gentle summer shower. The storm can rattle every shingle on the roof. We have a pot of peppermint to keep us warm. There is no need to check the dark and windy roads. We survive much harder days than any simple storm. The rain is turning to a soft and quiet drizzle now. Your coat is almost dry, hanging beside the wall. Take my big umbrella when you walk back down the lane. I will leave the porch light on until you reach your door. Two matches sit inside a faded sleeve beside my coffee cup that's getting cold. Outside the window, April rain starts heavy and brings back all the stories never told. I count the little droplets on the glass and watch the yellow streetlights softly gleam. The radio plays a quiet waltz from yesterday, and every drop of rain calls out your name. A gentle storm sweeps down the empty lane. The tires splash along the slick terrain. I trace the red ink where you wrote your note, wrapped tightly in my heavy winter coat. The clock ticks slow as midnight turns around, and falling water makes a tranquil sound. I strike the third one just to watch it glow. The tiny flame reflects in dark windshields. The damp air smells of pine and silver fog, a quiet grace that nighttime gently yields. I pull my worn blue sweater near my chest and let the peaceful darkness take its rest. The radio plays a quiet waltz from yesterday, and every drop of rain calls out your name. A gentle storm sweeps down the empty lane. The tires splash along the slick terrain. I trace the red ink where you wrote your note, wrapped tightly in my heavy winter coat. The clock ticks slow as midnight turns around, and falling water makes a tranquil sound. Old photos in the drawer don't hurt as much tonight. The rainfall washed the sharpest edges clean. I find a comfort inside this space where memory can lean. A gentle storm sweeps down the empty lane. The tires splash along the slick terrain. I trace the red ink where you wrote your note, wrapped tightly in my heavy winter coat. The clock ticks slow as midnight turns around, and falling water makes a tranquil sound. The rain slackens down to a steady drip. I close the small matchbook and turn off the light. The kitchen is peaceful, the kettle is still. I bid the soft dark a grateful good night. Wet pine scent floats up the porch steps tonight, mixing with brewed black tea and damp cedar wood. Arthur watches raindrops turn golden in the yellow lamplight, sitting right where his father once stood. The downpour rattles the tin roof up high, while a gentle breeze rustles the lawn. He turns off the radio, playing an old jazz tune, and listens to water run deep in the lane. The quiet dark hour comes sweeping in soon, softening every small sting of his pain. When storm clouds roll heavy over Miller's Bend, a silver stream trickles down the alleyway track. He greets the cool shower like a quiet old friend, knowing the bright summer days won't come back. He pulls up his blanket and closes his eyes, safe in the dark under thunderous skies. Inside the hallway, a grandmother clock strikes 8, chiming its notes through the dark wooden floor. Arthur rests his hands on the weathered front gate, then slowly walks back to his open oak door. A framed glossy photo rests near the lamp base, smiling right back from a different decade. He turns off the radio, playing an old jazz tune, and listens to water run deep in the lane. The quiet dark hour comes sweeping in soon, softening every small sting of his pain. When storm clouds roll heavy over Miller's Bend, a silver stream trickles down the alleyway track. He greets the cool shower like a quiet old friend, knowing the bright summer days won't come back. He pulls rolls up his blanket and closes his eyes, safe in the dark under thunderous skies. The gutter overflows past the driveway stone, washing clean dirt from the pathway below. Though Arthur is staying inside all alone, he feels quite at peace in the late autumn glow. The rain tap dances upon the window glass. Arthur falls asleep to the sound of the storm. Another quiet evening in the village will pass. Inside the little house, safe and warm. A sudden memory cuts the quiet room before the grandfather clock can chime again. Outside the window frame, the dark blue gloom is silvered by the steady falling rain. The yellow lamplight spills across the floor and paints a picture of a warmer year. The tires splash along the empty street, where neon signs reflect in pools of glass. Two old steam radiators softly heat the little corner where the hours pass. The windshield wipers hum a gentle rhythm in the dark, while water streams and rivers down the cobblestone and park. A lonely taxi stops beside the corner diner door, where steam and coffee vapor warm the polished wooden floor. And through the haze of midnight rain, the city falls asleep. A forgotten postcard sits beside the phone, with handwriting that time has turned to gray. The house is peaceful as I sit alone and watch the heavy storm cloud roll away. The gentle patter on the tin rooftop brings back the kitchen where we used to stay. The windshield wipers hum a gentle rhythm in the dark, while water streams and rivers down the cobblestone and park. A lonely taxi stops beside the corner diner door, where steam and coffee vapor warm the polished wooden floor. And through the haze of midnight rain, the city falls asleep. The storm will fade before the break of dawn and wash the dust from every maple tree. Although those younger summer days are gone, the rainy night still holds your memory. The windshield wipers hum a gentle rhythm in the dark, while water streams and rivers cobblestone and park. A lonely taxi stops beside the corner diner door, where steam and coffee vapor warm the polished wooden floor. And through the haze of midnight rain, the city falls asleep. The rain cools down to just a quiet drip. I pour a tea and let the evening end. I trace the ceramic rim with gentle fingertip and greet the midnight like an old classic friend. Where does the water go after it hits the glass? I watch a single drop race down and lose its place. The kettle starts to hum a song from 54. Or was it 62 when dancing filled the floor? My slippers feel too quiet on the hallway wood. I wonder if we ever said the things we should. The radio is static, playing late night jazz, and rain keeps dropping heavy on the garden brass. A postcard sitting underneath a vintage rotary phone unfolds a quiet story from a town we used to know. The roof above is heavy with the drumming dark tonight. A gentle, steady pattern softly washing out the street. I turn the brass knob slowly till the kitchen fills with light, and rest my tired shadow in a deep armchair seat. Why did the blue sweater stretch around the sleeves? I trace the frayed wool edge and think of autumn leaves. The porch light flickers once against the dark oak trees. Did someone leave the window open to the breeze? The radiator clicks like someone tapping slow. I count the tiny raindrops in a crooked row. The radio turns fuzzy with a slow refrain, while shadows stretch along the window frame. A postcard sitting underneath the vintage rotary phone unfolds a quiet story from a town we used to know. The roof above is heavy with the drumming dark tonight. A gentle, steady pattern softly washing out the street. I turn the brass knob slowly till the kitchen fills with light, and rest my tired shadow in a deep armchair seat. Thoughts roll around like marbles in an iron tin. I try to guess which hour the daylight will begin. No answer comes from darkness or the weeping sky, just water on the shingles as the hours pass by. The kettle cools down slowly on the stovetop burner thunderstorm is settling to a softer kind of thing. I close my weary eyes and hear the rooftop play, and let the midnight currents wash the thoughts away. Heavy leather chair sinks down 2 inches tonight as rain beats steady on the porch glass frame. I pull a yellow pad beneath the lamplight and trace the letters of a younger name. You were 21 and scared to make a slip, holding tight to every single copper cent. The thunderstorm outside is loud and cold, but sitting here I know how things turned out. I wish I had a way to reach the past, to strip away your foolish little doubt. Dear boy who stayed awake until the dawn broke clear, the hard times soften when the years roll by. You bought that house and learned to conquer fear, so let the storm outside just fill the sky. You survived the broken heart in 73 and turned out fine enough right here with me. The clock upon the mantel ticks so slow, the oak frame creaks beneath my senior weight. I see you pacing in your attic room, thinking every bad mistake was fixed by fate. You thought the world would break if you fell down, but falling only taught you how to stand. The rain keeps drumming on the garden patch, the tea is warm inside this trusted mug. If I could send a letter through the glass, I'd wrap you in a quiet, steady hug. Dear boy who stayed awake until the dawn broke clear, the hard times soften when the years roll by. You bought that house and learned to conquer fear, so let the storm outside just fill the sky. You survived the broken heart in 73 and turned out fine enough right here with me. Don't work yourself into an early grave. Forgive the girl who couldn't stay the spring. The money in the bank is just a number. It never bought a single precious thing. The rain is turning to a gentle mist. I fold the paper and I close my eyes. You did just fine, my boy. You did just fine. Underneath these quiet midnight skies. water pools on the corner curb. A stranger sits down in a coat of bark with a gentle voice that will not disturb. He shakes out his hat with a nod my way and asks if the storm brought me in today. He orders hot tea with a spoon of cream, then looks at the glass where reflections play. He says, every rainstorm feels like a dream that washes the dust of the work week away. Dark water floods down the asphalt lane while coffee fills a cracked porcelain cup. Two weary travelers forget their private pain before the morning light wakes the city up. We talk about trains that we missed last spring and old country songs on a jukebox dial. It is strange how a downpour can always bring two total strangers to sit for a while. He laughs at a joke that I used to know and says that the night has a kindly glow. Dark water floods down the asphalt lane while coffee fills a cracked porcelain cup. Two weary travelers forget their private pain before the morning light wakes the city up. The thunder rolls distant across the bridge. The waitress sweeps up on the checkered floor. A small blue spark at the counter ridge is all that remains near the heavy door. He pays for his tea and he tips his hat, then steps out into the falling rain. I never did catch where he was heading at, but I felt a little less alone again. Yesterday you said the screen door rattled. Now the dark rain taps against the glass. A moth is circling the hall lamp socket. I watch the wet street reflections pass. The copper kettle hums its little song. Your half-filled crosswords lie upon the rug. A blue envelope tucked behind the mirror. The kitchen clock tick-tocking, slow and clear. The dark sky spills its heavy water down upon our street. Quiet porch lights glow in misty rows along the block. A stray dog seeks a dry spot where the pine trees meet, while old felt slippers cushion every step beside the clock. The porch light casts an amber yellow shadow. The neighbor's Buick sparkles in the lane. A stack of magazines sits by the sofa. A lone worm crawls across the window pane. Your reading glasses rest on page 19. Small wooden spoons are drying in the rack. The radiator clinks a steady rhyme. The world outside is gentle, deep and black, and peaceful moments linger out of time. The dark sky spills its heavy water down upon our street, where quiet porch lights glow in misty rows along the block. A stray dog seeks a dry spot where the pine trees meet, while old felt slippers cushion every step beside the clock. The raindrops slow their rhythm on the roof. I turn the kitchen light down to a glow. The teapot rests upon its wooden trivet. Good night to all the quiet things we know. Thick rib-knit cotton holds the damp today. I run my thumb along the frayed gray hem. Outside the autumn downpour washes street lights away, and turning 70 brings back the thoughts of them. The scratchy collar smells like cedar wood and tea. One raindrop races down the window glass. I close my eyes and let the present pass. We shared a narrow sofa while the gutter overflowed. You pulled the heavy quilt up to keep the draft away. The brass clock counted seconds on a quiet country road, and 50 years vanished in a single shade of gray. Your velvet jacket smelled of clove and damp pine bark. You laughed because the power flickered twice and died. We sat in shadow listening to thunder in the dark, safe from the roaring deluge pouring out outside. That soft weave saved us from the cold. Time moves along like water on the lawn. It takes the voices, but it leaves the feel. Though every candle in that parlor is long gone, the touch of worn cloth keeps the moment real. I fold the collar down and pour a cup. The rain outside keeps drumming on the street. A quiet room can pick a memory up and make an old heart feel complete. 3:15 glows red across the dark. Outside the bedroom window, raindrops fall. The rhythmic tapping leaves a soothing mark, while shadow patterns dance along the wall. I lie awake and listen to your breathing and wonder what the years ahead will bring. Someday the hair upon our heads will turn to gray, and all our busy days will gently slow. We will look back at how we are tonight and love the steady path we came to know. When 40 winter seasons pass us by, we will sit close together without a care, listening to dark clouds pouring from the sky, wrapped in a quilted blanket on a rocking chair, smiling at the simple peace we learned to share. The storm blows steady down the quiet street. The kitchen clock ticks softly through the house. I imagine how our older eyes will meet, as gentle as the whisper of a mouse. We will keep tea bags tucked inside the drawer and watch the puddles ripple on the lawn. Someday the hair upon our heads will turn to gray, and all our busy days will gently slow. We will look back at how we are tonight and love the steady path we came to know. When 40 winter seasons pass us by, we will sit close together without a care, listening to dark clouds pouring from the sky, wrapped in a quilted blanket on a rocking chair, smiling at the simple peace we learned to share. Time moves like water running does today. So let the clock tick toward the break of dawn. I hold you close while dark skies softly weep. Our future days are safely coming on, and now beside you I can fall asleep. A silver spoon rests on the tablecloth, reflecting street light through the rainy pane. A tiny ring of coffee drawn in rust reminds me how the twilight turned to rain. The radio plays something soft and low, and shadows stretch across the hearth below. The storm outside is washing down the street, while warmth remains inside this quiet room. I watch the water gather at my feet and listen to the nighttime start to bloom. It took a rain to teach me how to stay, to find a comfort in the falling drops. I let the heavy worries drift away before the steady downpour ever stops. The old house breathes a slow and easy sound, while peace settles gently all around. I turn the spoon and watch the amber gleam. The ticking clock keeps measure on the shelf. There is no need to chase a distant dream when sitting here at home beside myself. The rain taps rhythms on the porch outside, with nowhere left for anyone to hide. Years ago I feared the dark and cold, and hurried through the weather to get home. Now every line upon my hand is gold, and I am content to sit alone. It took a rain to teach me how to stay, to find a comfort in the falling drops. I let the heavy worries drift away before the steady downpour ever stops. The old house breathes a slow and easy sound, while peace settles gently all around. I dry the spoon and lay it in the drawer. The wind slows down across the garden wall. I is peaceful. Water drops fall. Hear that delivery truck down on 5th Street. Its worn brakes squeal against the falling rain. You sit there shaking off the midnight cold, just like you used to on the evening train. The tea is steeping in the yellow pot. I saved a cup for when you walked on through. It's been a long year for an honest heart, so set your heavy boots beside the grate. We've got nowhere to be till morning comes, and no one left to tell us that we're late. A silver radiator hums a melody while tires splash outside in the dark. We track the years by every quiet story told without a spark. You drink your Earl Grey slow and let the steam erase the troubles on your brow, and every foolish thing we chased in youth feels harmless now. Remember how the gutter used to flood outside our old apartment by the park? We'd sit on milk crates with a deck of cards and talk until the room was completely dark. Now hair turns silver, but the voice remains the same. Old laughter settling in the room. The water streaks across the window pane, a gentle rhythm keeping time for us. There is no hurry in a quiet house, no reason left to chase the final bus. The rain is settling softly on the roof. Your teacup sits empty on the floor. Sleep easy now, my old and loyal friend. I'll bolt the latch and close the front door. The silent room held a deep repose before a forgotten thought broke through. It brought back a summer and painted the shadows a softer blue. Outside the window, the storm begins. Raindrops streak down the dusty pane. A yellow taxi turns down the block, splashing the pavement in endless rain. The pendulum swings on the hallway clock. Heavy clouds gather in midnight sky. Headlights cut through the velvet fog as a lonely streetlight flickers by. Water pools high by the curb on Fifth, reflecting the neon signs' reddish glow. Streetcars grind slow through the heavy mist, while damp leaves drift to the stones below. Old coat hanging beside the dark hall shelters a heart from the chill and wind. A cup of black coffee sits untasted, steam rising slow in the quiet air. The radio plays a forgotten waltz, softly, softly, without a care. Tires hum low on the slick asphalt. Distant thunder rolls through the night. Every quiet corner inside this house glows in the warmth of the amber light. The pendulum swings on the hallway clock. Heavy clouds gather in midnight sky. Headlights cut through the velvet fog as a lonely streetlight flickers by. Water pools high by the curb on Fifth, reflecting the neon signs' reddish glow. Streetcars grind slow through the heavy mist, while damp leaves drift to the stones below. Old coat hanging beside the dark hall shelters a heart from the chill and wind. Clouds roll away toward the eastern bay. Puddles capture the dim blue light. The sound of steady raindrops falling weaves a lullaby into the night. Every drop tells a story clear of times gone by that we still hold dear. The rain slows down to a gentle mist. Street lamps shimmer along the drive. The midnight quiet settles back again as the city waits for the day to arrive. I turn out the light by the reading chair.